Inside the Greensboro Coliseum, where UNCG gets a win tonight over Longwood, 71-40, with the head coach of the Spartans, Wes Miller. Coach, be interested in your take on how your play progressed, maybe from the first half to the second half in this one.
Well, I thought give Longwood credit. I thought they came out of the gate ready. I thought they were ready for the things that we do. We had a lot of success last night with our three-quarter court pressure against Delaware. They were ready to attack it early. We thought we could give them a little trouble with it. They were ready to attack it. So I think Jason had his group really prepared. And they didn't just attack it. They attacked it and scored. And they hit a couple threes early. I think his name is Ash.
Right.
Yeah, BK Ash was just terrific early. I think he had 12, like the second median, and so give them credit. I thought they made it a challenge for us. I thought in the second half the zone really settled us in. It kept our big guys around the basket and made it harder for them to finish. We did a decent job of covering the three-point line. And then we got some deflections and forced some turnovers, and I thought that got us out in the open floor where we could make some plays. And then, the ball starts going in. And when the ball starts going in, you play with better energy. I want us to be a team that plays with great energy regardless how it's going on that end of the floor. So there were some good things there in the second half. But before you ask any other questions, 19 turnovers. I mean, we just got a lot of work to do. And Demetrius has 5 at point guard, and James Dickey has 5. I mean, that's that's something we got to work on. Francis gets the one throwing it behind his back. I mean, we just got to tighten up a little bit. And I think if we do, we could be a pretty good team.
Are some of those turnovers the result of guys trying to do the right thing, or?
We don't have any guys that don't try to do the right thing.
Right.
We got a really good group of kids. I like them. Sometimes that makes it harder to coach them because I like them so much,
Right.
But they're trying to do the right thing. We just have to tighten up and get a little less casual and execute a little bit better in whatever mode we're in on the offensive end.
Well, you're talking about your defense, and Longwood ends up shooting, I think, 29%. You forced 26 turnovers. And as you mentioned, it was interesting. Some of those turnovers came out of when you did go to the zone in the second half. It was just another look that you guys can do defensively.
Yeah, we've talked about our zone a lot in practice, that there's going to be moments this year we're going to need this to guard people, and we're going to need it to win a game. And I thought we needed it tonight. They were just extending us and driving us, and they were, they got some small, quick guards. And so, we needed the zone, and I thought it was good for us. So that's some of the things we've been practicing for a little bit.
And, Coach, finally, one of the things you've talked about is the depth that you have in this year's club, being able to play back-to-back nights. I thought that Kyrene Galloway gave you some good minutes off the bench here tonight.
It was good to see him make some play. He's been terrific, and he was terrific in our trip to Spain. He's been terrific in the preseason. We think he can be a really, really good player.
Yeah.
As good of a big guy as there is in this league as he continues to grow. And it was good to see him have a little success and do some good things. Thought he rebounded the ball really well last night, but it came together for him offensively tonight. And he's been shooting it great, Scott. He didn't make – I think he missed 2 threes tonight, but he got it off of just effort plays, a couple offensive rebound putbacks, some drop-offs. So that gets guys going sometimes when you get a couple easy baskets, and he got a couple of those tonight.
Well, he was one of 3 players in double figures, ends up with 11 points and 5 rebounds. So I lied. One more question. So what's going on in the Miller household for Thanksgiving? It's going to be busy, isn't it?
My wife's cooking for, I think, 33 people or 35 people or something crazy like that. So she's already started cooking.
Okay.
She's stressed, so she's stressing me out. But she does an unbelievable job for Thanksgiving. Sometimes I wish she cooked that much during the year for me.
I understand.
You know how it goes.
I
You know how it goes. But
understand.
she gets really excited to cook for our team, and she does an unbelievable job with it every year. So we try to do Thanksgiving's never the same when you're not with your immediate family.
Right.
But we try to make it feel as much like that for each one of our guys, and Ashley's a big part of that. So I'm really appreciative of the time she's putting in. She'll put me to work a little bit too.
No question about it. Just hopefully not too much for the guys' sake.
That's right.
71-40, our final UNCG winner over Longwood.